Good evening, everybody, and welcome back into the Dota 2 Canada Cup Season 6 Open Qualifiers. We are into the quarterfinals, where it is the team of Power Friendship versus Team Pikachu in a best-of-3 series. Ladies and gentlemen, it is me, the voice of God, here this evening to bring you, of course, this best-of-3 matchup in some of the best American Dota we've seen in a while, which is not to say, you know, that's not that crazy, because we haven't really seen much of American Dota. But I'm Mott, here on Moonduck TV, ready to bring you the action as we do jump into the draft today. Like I said, Power Friendship, which is a pretty cool name for the people that are currently on this team. I know 3 of them: Snaking, the Legend, Hashtag the King, Pink Panda, also known as Way Too Sexy, and then MJW or Mikey Jai White, who of course formerly of Complexity, Way Too's formerly of like Liquid, among other teams, Dignitas, and Snaking, also a former Dignitas player, and playing on Void Boys for a period of time before saying, all right, that's it. We're going to play some Dota with some friends. So that's what we're looking at today. Don't know the other 2 players, A51A and Mr. Mario I had here. I'm not sure who he is, but they'll be going up against Team Pikachu. And to get to this stage in the event, it is pretty difficult. I mean, they had to go through all of the rounds, starting out with 256 teams and going on down to get to the last 8. And so you win this best of 3, then you win the next best of 3, and boom, you are into the Dota 2 Canada Cup group stages. That's pretty important. A lot of money on the line here, so we'll see how things do turn out. We're into the draft right now. Some other matches that are going on. XD Gamers, which we followed yesterday, are playing up against the squad. They should be on a different stream, not here on Moonduck TV, but I will provide you with the action here today with these 2 squads. So already starting out with the Undying and the Tusk on the other side, it is the Queen of Pain and the Ancient Apparition. No surprises there. Both of these heroes on both sides, pretty damn strong. Ban out the Dude, ban out the SF for your first 2 bans, and then obviously Darkseer, Slardar. No AM, no Night Stalker. Pretty cool to note that I think MJW is probably going to be in the offlane. He almost always plays this role when he's playing with the team. Stakey usually plays the 2 or 3, maybe even the 1 position from time to time, and Way 2 almost always plays the 4 or 5. So imagine one of these 2 to play the carry and offlane, or not carry and offlane, carry and support role on the other side. So for Team Pikachu, we have absolutely no real knowledge of what these guys are capable of. Some of these names are familiar. I've heard of Showstop before. I've probably even casted him, but I can't particularly remember where exactly he's from. Dig, J, Monster, and Xing. Not exactly sure what they've been doing, where they've been coming from. But to get to this top 8 round is pretty damn special. So we'll see how things do turn out here as we get through the draft. Disruptor picked up pretty good against the Quap. Obviously, the Static Storm to make sure she can't blink away, can't get off her abilities. And the Glimpse Out is also pretty imperative so that you can catch her effectively.
Reserve time.
Not bad against the Winter Wyvern. Almost all magic damage coming up for the Disruptor with his Thunderstrike and Static Storm, which is very good against the Cold Embrace. Winter's Curse, obviously not going to be super effective against these heroes. There's not much right-click between them. Maybe the Undying and Tusk are pretty good if they get a good enough start, but we'll see how things do turn out. So, if you'll notice, if you were watching yesterday, my microphone probably sounded really bad, like ass. It sounded totally awful. I have got my new soundboard mixer that has allowed me to actually get some compression going, cut out all the highs, so I should sound a bit better. And hopefully that'll keep you guys intrigued and interested. Beastmaster picked up for Team Pikachu. A position that's a hero that's not played too often. When he is played, he's played often in the 4, 5, or 3 role. Sometimes in the 2. Actually, he's pretty versatile. The one position you're not going to see the Beastmaster played in is probably the 1 position, right? I mean, you're not going to carry with him, but there's a good chance you're going to play him in any other role. Maybe not the 5. 4 is probably a bit more effective, so you can get maybe your Treads, like a Blink Dagger or something. Maybe Ag's probably not. Necro maybe. Probably a 4 Staff is pretty effective as well. I don't know. There's a couple of items you could build on him, but currently they don't have an offlaner. They already have 2 of their supports, and they have their mid laner. There's a good chance that this Beastmaster is going to be played in the 3 position. For Power Friendship, they'll pick up the Wind Ranger, and that's going to be your toe-to-toe matchup in the mid lane more than likely. The Wind Ranger versus the Queen of Pain. Tusk more than likely going to the offlane with the Undying, potentially in a dual lane, have the Disruptor top with somebody else, and that should round out the lineup for Power of Friendship as we get into these last couple of bans. So, hope you guys are doing well today. It is Football Sunday. My Buffalo Bills did lose, unfortunately, to the Kansas City Chiefs. I was a bit pissed off about it, but then I realized I was casting Dota today, and I got pretty hyped up, and I was like, yes! More crazy action. Yesterday, we saw XD Gamers go against some pretty crazy teams. They had one particular game that was actually insane. They came back from a set of racks down, I believe, and it was not an easy game for them, but they did it nonetheless. I might lose my breath here casting. I actually got injured the other day. Raking. I know, kind of shocking how I did that, but I can't remember what the actual
10 seconds
injury was called, but it's like there's a tendon between your sternum and your rib that connects the two, and that tendon was injured. So I'm taking some steroids just to make sure that I'm all fit and ready to go, which is, of course, prednisone, and I'll be taking that here as we get underway. But other than that, hopefully you guys are doing well. I know I haven't casted in forever. It's been a while, probably since the TI, or not the TI5 qualifiers, the ESL qualifiers, which was a lot of fun over in Sweden, which I got to work with the good studio guys. That was pretty enjoyable. And of course, DreamHack ending yesterday, OG coming out on top was pretty fantastic. Didn't get to see any of the games because, you know, I live in upstate New York, which means that, you know, hour-wise, it's not the best time viewing period for me. I get up pretty late in the day, and it's kind of difficult when, you know, you sleep through all the action. But I'm excited because I think a new patch is going to be coming very soon. I think there's a lot of rumors of what's going to get changed, and I cannot wait for the next big patch, which I believe is going to be 6.86. And hopefully we get our Pit Lord ad, or Abyssal Underlord, or whatever the hell he's called in Dota 2. That should be pretty interesting. We haven't had a new hero in some time. I want to go back to the days where back in the Dota 2 beta, you know, around TI2, we had like a hero added every week or so. That was really enjoyable, or even sometimes 2 or 3 heroes. But unfortunately, the Dota 2 team for Valve is a bit smaller than some of the other teams they have working there. So they don't always have the luxury of speed on their side.
Reserve time.
All right, we have the Phantom Lancer band out on the side of Power of Friendship, and the Gyrocopter band as well. For those of you in chat, if you could let me know everything about my microphone, if like it starts staticking out at some points, or if it has some issues, please just make me aware. I am looking at chat, and so I do actually want to know about these things. Jug's going to be picked up for Pikachu. This is what hero we saw twice yesterday, picked up by XD Gamers. Very strong hero, very good against people like Wind Ranger. You see the Shackle Shot coming, you see the Snowball coming, you see the Ice Shards coming. You pop that Blade Fury, and also very good damage early on. You're going to see that Max Blade Fury build, which we actually didn't used to see a patch ago. So something that you should look out for, I believe. I think this is, yeah, actually you're right. Team Pikachu, I've seen Ben stand in for this team. I was at the BTS house, and Merlini actually stood in for these guys a couple of times, so he definitely knows them.
5 seconds remaining.
So that should indicate to you that these guys are no pushover.
Reserve time.
So this is actually kind of an interesting game. I really like the Jug last pick. Beastmaster's going to have probably an okay time if they do decide to go for a dual lane with the Undying Tusk in the off lane, which is definitely viable. Undying Tusk is pretty good. You like snowball in, you drop the tombstone down, you hopefully get a couple of double decays off, and all of a sudden Jug's like, I'm pretty squishy. I have Blade Fury, but I can't stand up to that right click. But now they will pick up the Spectre, and I think maybe you go for perhaps a defensive tri-lane because Spec is just, you need to get that farm. Against the Beastmaster, it's probably fine until he gets his level 2 or 3 boar, and then maybe you're going to have some issues, but I don't really see this being a problem whatsoever. I think MJW will get farm. Late game Spectre, obviously way more viable than a Juggernaut, but Jug's Omni Slash is going to be a problem because he's not going to be able to, like, if he does it while Haunt comes up, a lot of the damage is going to get mitigated by those Haunt illusions. You know, a couple of slashes will just get dropped off the face of the planet. So we'll see how that does turn out. I like the last pick Spectre. If the game goes late enough, they'll definitely have enough damage, and they should be just fine. So we're going to jump into the game here, guys. Of course, my name is Walt. Welcome in onto the Moonduck channel. Let me hide the viewport here.
Prepare for battle.
Get some extra. There we go. All right, we're good to go now. So game 1 of this best of 3 series, a couple of big names in the open qualifiers. Like I talked about, Aosin on the other side of the bracket. Power of Friendship with these couple of players. I believe Bisa and Rhyme are playing in another game up on this side of the bracket, actually. So again, it is a best of 3 series. In terms of draft, I definitely like Power of Friendships better, but the early game advantage cannot be understated with the Queen of Pain. If she gets off to a fast start, gets up and early, maybe Aghanim Scepter or Orchid Malevolence, she can easily deal with a couple of these heroes. You jump in Orchid up, the Disruptor, maybe even the Tuscan, all of a sudden you have an easy team fight on your hands to clean up. Not to mention, it looks like they actually are going for an aggro tri-lane here. They have the Jug up top lane. Queen of Pain is going to be picking up a Null Tally on the Tango, so more than likely she is going to be going into that mid lane and be just fine. So we'll see what happens here. This sound mixer is a Behringer ZX 1204. I have to thank the great people at Twitch for sending this to me, and also Greg for when I was working with High Ground. It's a byproduct of the old era. I essentially used Greg's money. Give me that! Alright. Way 2 will be grabbing the bottom rune. He'll be the Wind Ranger. It actually is Way 2 playing the not 4 or 5 position, something that I'm not really used to seeing. It's going to be up on the 2 position, this Wind Ranger. See how this does work out. It looks like they will keep the Jug and the Winter Wyvern up top lane. Arctic Burn scaled up first. No surprises there. And the Ancient Apparition will be here as well. So they actually are going to keep MJW up here for now alone. They're going to rotate the rest of the supports. They're going to, I think, give a little bit of a help here for the Undying early on in this game. But this Spectre's going to have a rough time. This aggro Tri-Lane has not been scouted out by Power of Friendship. This is going to be tough. It will allow for some last hits for snaking. This is probably a fine matchup until the boars come out, but he should be doing okay for the time being. Undying's like, yeah, there's some shit happening top. I actually need to go help MJW. He goes for a Mango and a Stout Shield, no Quang Blade, so his right-clicking ability and last hitting should actually maybe suffer here. Tango dropped, or not, excuse me, Sentry Ward dropped down. They will find the opposing Sentry. They have to spend 2 sentries to do so, but that means that the pole camp will be unblocked and they have some work they can use there, so. Alright. Already Wind Ranger, 5 last hits, 6 last hits for Pink Panda. The Null Tally has some extra regen to work with as well, and Jay's just not having that great of a time. 3 last hits for him to the 7 of Wind Ranger. We have to keep our eye on top, though. This is where all the action's going to be for the most part. I'm probably going to say that, and there's going to be some shenanigans happening bottom. It's going to be like, First Blood! And the T-Tours will come out immediately afterwards. Alright, so the pull gets off here for the Disruptor player with the Chinese symbols in his name. And looks like A51A is going to go ahead and try to chain pull this, and this should be fine. So yeah, they're going to be able to actually secure some farm for MJW. And Showstopper's like, well, I only have 4 last hits now, and we've not gotten anything done in this aggressive trial lane. They'll actually find the Disruptor here, but there's no way they can get in range for the Arctic Burn. Shadow Strike mid lane to Pink Panda actually does a lot of damage. Is that level 1? I think it is. No, level 2 coming out on the Shadow Strike and actually taking a lot of damage just from that and a right click or 2. Power Shot will go. We'll pick up the range creep. And the Blade again. This could be it. Jay going forward, but Waitsu gonna dodge some of the attacks with his run, and so he won't be able to secure that kill. But the regen rune coming in. A51A Undying still has level 1. No Tombstone at the ready, but a Decay or 2 could be pretty annoying, as Jay will take some damage there. Top lane, they'll leave this as a dual lane for now. Arctic Burn will go. MJW's getting got on for the moment. Meanwhile, Ward placed up here at the bottom rune spot for Shing. How many last hits does he have? 7? That's not bad. And Snake sitting at 13, actually, top. Like I said, it's going to be, I think, he has level 2 board now, so it could be a bit more effective here. But it's really going to be, I think, level 3, level 4 board that's really annoying for snaking. Shards will come out, just trying to annoy Shing at the same time. Nothing happening top lane currently. You have Disruptor just doing a chain pull at this point. Monster and Dig going to try to contest this. And Jug is still doing okay in farm. He's about tied with MJW. So the aggro Tri-Lane's not really accomplishing that much. I mean, you need to get kills. You're losing out on a lot of experience here for the sports, except for this pull right now. But same could be said for this Undying. He's got level 1. Only the early levels of level 2 here for the Disruptor. This is like nothing happening. This game is all farming. No action. And Showstopper wants to get some shows stopped, but it's just not happening right now. No, MJW should have gotten that last hit. Come on. By the way, MJW is, I think, in the top 10 in anti-mages on Dota buff. So it's surprising to me that he's playing the carry role, because he never does. He's always in the offlane role, and I'm really glad to see that he's actually gotten this opportunity. I've played with him a couple times. He's pretty good. Just throw that out there. He's pretty good. Like I said, though, Team Pikachu, no slashes. Jay's already doing a pretty good job, actually eclipsing the last hits of the Wind Ranger by 1. Way2 and Jay exchanging last hits and some extra damage. Another sentry placed down. They're trying to put a lot of emphasis on blocking these camps, and they've done an okay job. Rotations from the Disruptor and the Undying. They finally have the level 2, but level 1 Tombstone is not that great. This game's really about snaking, I think, at this point. It's what can he get done? He has a haste rune, almost level 6. He can solo kill Shing with Walrus Punch, no doubt, but the first rotation might be towards this top lane to try and stop this aggressive tri-lane from being so annoying. God, can you guys do something? Holy crap. Fun game. Staking's actually getting harassed down. That's the boar again that I was talking about. Level 3 boar now, and is actually being somewhat annoying. Look at the slow from that thing. Top lane, maybe something breaking out here. Still level 2 undying for now. Experience-wise, they're about even. They use the Arctic Burn and the Chilling Touch, but they don't get anything done with it. MJW just backs up immediately, and he could have even just Spectral Daggered out of there if he needed to, but that was not the case. Take some more harassment. We'll be fine. So this is really the issue, is that if you send these supports elsewhere for Power of Friendship, you're just going to make sure that the Spectre gets even less farm. But there's just not a lot of experience happening for anybody on the map right now, with the exception of the bottom and the mid lane. Glimpse should be available. They throw down the Tombstone. The Spectral Dagger will hit as well. The Glimpse back should come through in range. Not quite. There it goes. Finally, the Chilling Touch will come out cold feet, rather. Blade Fury, good cold embrace. MJW might have gone too far. Doesn't have any regen. Spectral Dagger up in 1 second. His Tango's going, but he will survive in the end. She is rotated up. He's got the roar. A51A will get caught by it. Right click from Showstopper. That will be your first blood, with Monster securing it with the Arctic Burn and the right click. Meanwhile, Wing Runner gonna have to TP away. There's a Scream of Pain that came through from Jay. Securing the bottom room is snaking, but it's regenerant, so it's not too bad. But still, First Blood does go the way of your Winter Wyvern. That will provide them a little bit of extra experience. Not too much in net worth. Still a very close game. Nothing crazy happening.
My blade is swifter.
Still more farming in this top lane. Nothing too crazy happening. This Undying has turned out to not really work that well. I mean, it was a really good rotation from Sting, I'll say that much. Staking rotates top lane. Ready for maybe a fight here. Showstopper season. And he'll phase away. Yeah, he definitely saw him. They'll back up behind the tower. For those of you playing Cinderin, he beat Navi on MTW way back at DreamHack Winter 2012, I think. That was one of the best series I've ever seen. Where Tinker and Lone Druid were all the rage for Funzy, I believe. Cinderin was part of that roster, I'm almost sure, unless my memory is deluding me. But that was a great series. It was when I really first started getting into Dota. It was way back at TI2. Anyways, Snaking and Squad are actually going to exchange their positioning. MJW will go for the early Urn of Shadows. No surprise there. Probably pick up Treads on top of this. This is very good to have when you're ganking. If you're going for a solo gank, it's real easy. You find a lowly support, you haunt in, and well, it looks like they're going to try to find something. I'm not sure where it was. There it is. They're going for Jay. He actually realityed out of there, saying, I don't know if I want to deal with that. So they're going to go top. Blades Fury. The Glimpse was about to come back, but they didn't have it. They will get the kill. Staking will find it onto Jay with his Ice Shards, as well as the Walrus Punch coming out. So I missed that kill. I thought they were going for the Wind Ranger, or rather the Juggernaut, but that's not actually the case. Ice Shards coming through. They'll catch Sing. Walrus Punch is available. They'll use it. Gets slowed up by the Arctic Burn. Here comes the Tombstone. Staking has the snowball, but he won't go for it. Lots of TPs rotating in. They even bring in Dig Dig, who has Chilling Touch at the ready. They decide against. They say, nah, I don't think so. No. Let's not do this. Some illusions coming around on the backside. Staking should find these out pretty quickly. And he'll see them now. It's like, these are illusions. Tombstone still being kind of annoying. It is level 2 now, so A51A is starting to get up there. Meanwhile, top lane Showstopper has his phase in a poor man shield. No Aquila, like we usually see on Jugs from time to time. MJW is just so far behind. He really needs this turn to pay off in full. Showstopper and him are going to go toe-to-toe. Blade Fury at the ready. If he needs to use it, he'll phase away, can glimpse back, but if he does so, he'll just Blade Fury out of it. So that's the one hard thing about getting that Jug out of position. It's really just not easy to do. A51A is Asia Moore. I don't believe you. I guess that would mean it really is the power of friendship. Shing rotates down bottom. He does have the Staff of Wizardry, so 4 staff is... It could be that. You could go Yules.
Radiant
You
structures
could go Necro. There's a lot of options here for this Beastmaster. He's done a good job farming. Way too leading the last hits now with 48. Net worth-wise, he's actually second, as Snaking was involved in a kill earlier. He's got his Arcanes. Mech should be the choice. You can give the Mech opportunity to the Undying, but he's never really going to get the farm for it. So more than likely, Snaking gets the Mech top lane. Showstopper might be in trouble. Not using the Blade Free just yet. There's no silence up. Only level 4 for the Disruptor, but there's a couple of TPs, and in behind, there's a Smoke Gank wrapping up. They have no Winter's Curse, but there's the Arctic Bird. Only gets one off, and MJW will try to play Fury Wave. There's the Haunt. Reality's down to the bottom lane, but the Sonic Wave. Oh, he Reality back! He actually dodged the freaking Sonic Wave. That was huge. However, they will still go down with the help of the Roar coming out from the Beastmaster. Snaking, catching out Monster. There's the Walrus Punch. Showstopper in trouble. Now they get the Power Shot. Takes down the Cold Embrace, Witcher Wyvern. Showstopper in trouble. Has no Blade Free. Second right click from Pink Panda, rather. Gets the double kill. The Witcher Wyvern dead, as well as the Juggernaut. The Power Shot was available. Snaking very low, but he pops the Invis Rune and will stay alive. That was almost sick from MJW. Realitying towards the bottom lane, and then realitying back up and dodging the Sonic Wave when he realized, hey, this is not a good idea. It's just not enough, though.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That was almost incredible, but in the end, it does come out for a 2-for-1 trade here, although MJW is really lacking in farm. They have to make more space from him. Meanwhile, Shing throws Aurora up, and they get the kill on the Undying. I'm not even sure it was Aurora. I think it was just Axis and his core going to work. A51A, also known as Asia Amor, I guess. Apparently, I can't confirm if that's real or false, but anybody finds out, let me know. Snaking almost has his mech completed up. Go with the Walrus Punch, and Showstopper's going to get zoned out. His Omni Slash at the ready, but there's a couple of creeps there, so he doesn't want to go for anything too crazy. Ice Shard's going in. Showstopper is level 6. Like I said, he has the Omni. He's got 7 wand charges too, but he's just saying, I don't want to have anything to do with this. Monster now has level 5 Cold Embrace, and not being leveled up, of course, it is the Splinter Blast and Arctic Burn. Usually you see 3 in the Splinter Blast, but the Arctic Burn now bringing up those 2 points. So he doesn't have the Winter's Curse yet. On the other side, Jay caught up. There's the Walrus Punch. Shard's not there. Blinks away. They have Glimpse, but it's level 2. The range is not there yet. They can't find Jay. He's just too far away at this point. So Snaking will have to regen up here. There's no bottle charges, so Way2 will pick up in Point Booster. So Aghanims is going to be the next item. And JW, Ice Blast is coming in. That's going to do a lot of damage, and he might actually die to this. He will shatter, I believe, if he gets hit by one more attack, and he might just shatter altogether. It's going to be close. He'll TP home, and he will survive. And that Prairie, I think, is, what, 12% shatter rate? Nah, 10%. It's very close, though.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Buckler now done. Just 800 gold shy of this mech for Snaking. That's really when they can start fighting here. And it looks like it is going to be the Orchid coming out for the Queen of Pain, who picks up a Robe of the Magi. So Orchid could be pretty damn devastating against the Sword Ranger, against MJW, who's already ridiculously squishy. He'll pick up a Wraith Band, and his treads are far away. He'll probably get an Aquila next, get some extra damage and armor to work with. But at this point, it's just not going particularly well. Nice Ice Shards. There's the Snowball, and Snakey's going to decide to go on Shing. He's going to get the Haunt in. Cold Embrace comes out. They get hit by the Ice Blast. Asia gets clipped by the Sonic Wave. The Ice Blast will do the job. Great power shot from Way2. MJW comes in. There's the Winter's Curse. Omni Slash looking for Showstopper. Does he have it? He should. MJW in trouble. He's going to fall here to the next right click. But the triple kill from Way2. And all he needs to do is hit this Shackle Shot in 2 seconds, and they should find the kill. Ice Charge, Snowball. They don't even need it. A couple more right clicks, and Way2 will get the Ultra. And MJW is completely fine with sacrificing his body, becoming the martyr for Way2 to get the Ultra kill, who now is 1,000 gold shy of an Aghanim Scepter at 14 minutes into this game. God damn, fam, I'll tell you. Way2 is just not taking any prisoners right now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Somebody, this is kind of off topic, but how do I bind? I'm trying to figure out what the code for the 0 on the numpad is so I can bind something to it. If anybody knows what it is, let me know. If you know what I'm talking about. I might just be spewing gibberish at this point, but there will be a Smoke of Deceit gank. They have Shing. He's going to be going for the Necro Book as was, you know, suspected. Level 1 Roar still.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The range increase? I think it's only with Aghanim Scepter, right? Yeah, the range does not increase with just through level. They're going to try to find this Asia Undying. And Shing looking for it, but he actually just throws up the tombstone. The smoke breaks, and they're too close to the tower for reinforcements. Sky's Blast will fall out. Actually, just barely missing MJW and Asia.
Radiant's bottom tower
Showstopper will find some
attack.
extra farm in the meantime. And in terms of safe lane farmers, I guess if you want to call them safe lane farmers in this game, MJW is just not finding anything. Whereas Showstopper actually has phased and almost a drum at this point in time.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Smoke of Deceit from Snaking as well as the Disruptor. They'll head down towards the enemy
Dire's
jungle,
top
try to
tower
find somebody.
is under
The only one
attack.
nearby is Jay, though. Could actually go around and do a pincer maneuver on Dig Dig. The snowball will come in. He's like, I need TPs. Holy crap, the snowball on Ice Shards.
Radiant's
Not to
middle
mention,
tower is under
Disruptor
attack.
Thunderstrike destroyed
Radiant's
him.
structures are
TP down bottom, they want to go into MJW. Haunt is at the ready. And actually, they're just thinking about defending the bottom tier 1 tower, but that's not where the action was. Tier 1
Dire's
tower mid's going to
structures
fall.
are fortified.
Up top, Showstopper, looking like he wants to take down this tier 1 tower. They've already rotated a couple of heroes, so he's in a bit of an unsafe position.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Monster's
attack.
going to get caught out. There's the snowball coming in. Walrus Punch at the ready. They'll even whip him back in Static Storm. Lots of hate for this Winter Wyvern, and he will fall. Does have a lot of HP to stand up to that much damage. Of course, the stick doing most of the job there. Shing might get caught out. They've pinged him out. He can get
Dire's
Spectral
top
Dagger if
tower
he's
is
not
under
careful. Even
attack.
have the some decent vision here, but he has this Hawk, so he has really good
Radiant's
vision
bottom
himself.
tower
And
is
this is
under
just going to be a
attack.
trade. Showstopper's going to take the tier 1 tower top. And he can even TP down bottom and try to fight
Dire's
this.
top tower has fallen.
Shing gonna get caught up. There's the Haunt. Walrus Punch comes in. They get the kill. Meanwhile, MJW chasing after Dig Dig. This could be a huge kill if he gets it. He does. Now up to 1,000 gold. Cold Feet will lock. Jay coming in Sonic Wave. MJW will fall. Did he buy? He didn't. But meanwhile, Asia trying to help out. They're looking to go in. They can't find Jay. He's actually out of mana. Ice Shards will not connect. He had 1 blink left in him, and he will find his way out of there. MJW gets a kill on a support, but is it worth it? He really needed farm, and that will provide enough for his trades if he wants them. But it is, it's just, I don't know. I don't know if that kill's worth it, really. And there's that Ags done at 17 minutes into the game for Pink Panda. Way too sexy. Finishing that up pretty early. So his damage now becomes that much more dramatically increased. This is before he even has like a Chrysalis or a Blink or BKB, whatever he wants to go for in this game. I don't know if BKB is the choice because of how much stuff they have that goes through the item. Winter's Curse, Sonic Wave, and even Primal Roar. So, and Omni Slash as well. So there's a lot of damage that comes through, a lot of lockdown that comes through that BKB. I imagine Blink Dagger is going to be the choice for Way 2 next, and we'll see what he gets after that. So checking out the graphs real quick, it is a 3,000 net worth advantage coming up for the Power of Friendship. A lot of that dealing with, of course, Way Too Sexy, and the reason that they're upset is because of his actual work that he's done in this game. 4,000 experience lead for the Power of Friendship as well. But the items are starting to come out. This Orchid is going to be done a little bit late for Jay. Not too late. 20 minutes is not bad.
Dire's middle
Hand of
tower
Midas for
is under
Dig is actually just about done, and that's going to make him increase dramatically in terms of farm. Necro Book 1, so not the best item, but when you get to that Necro Book 3, that's when this becomes a bit of a different game. They'll keep Showstopper safe down bottom. There's an observer board here that's going to give them some decent vision. Yeah, I definitely need to bind that to a different key. That's too far away. Oh, I should do it to left or right control. I wonder if that'll work.
Radiant's
Way 2.
top tower is under attack.
Smoke of Deceit. They didn't see it. They're going to try to wrap around here. There's the Haunt coming through. Who will they go on first? Is it Dig Dig? Jackal comes through, will latch onto the Siege Creep. Ice Blast and Winter's Curse. They blow up Dig Dig. Monster will be next. There's the Walrus Punch. Showstopper in trouble. He's got the Omni Slash and he will get it off. Zing! But the mech comes through Sonic Wave. They still will pick up the kill. Blade Fury going in. MJW sticks up. It's a 3 for 2, and they might actually survive this. Blink forward. MJW will go down, but they get the triple coming out.
Radiant's top tower
For the
is under
Spectre,
attack.
Showstopper in trouble. They have no Walrus Punch for 1 second. Snaking about to pop it off. You don't even need it. The Ice Shards, the double kill. It's a team wipe. That's as close as Team Pikachu we're going to get. MJW, I believe, did get the triple kill before dying. Still a great fight coming out Like I said, as close as you're going to get it. In the gold exchange, only about 500 of an advantage coming up for PO if they even lost the Wind Ranger. And the Queen of Pain, I think, got the kill. She's the one that has 1,000 gold in that fight. Orchid is most certainly done down. Her next item is going to get underway as well. I'll try that, Gimpy Joe. Thank you. Alright, well, Pimp's got me. I think I just need to work on using my WASD keys. I'll have to change some things afterwards. Monster's going to throw down an Observer Ward. They saw it clearly. Sentries on Asia. No, he has a Glimmer Cape, though. Or she, whoever is playing. Midas is still not done for Dig Dig. He could have gotten in that last fight, but he got killed first. Spectre jumped right on top of him. Going for the phase earned build. 1,200 gold in the bank. He's not doing too badly now, all things considered. I mean, he's still halfway in terms of net worth. He's right at that mark, but... Orchid coming out. Pig Panum, maybe in some trouble. Wind Run's still available. I think the Ice Blast came through, but no Sonic Wave was up and ready. It's still down for 38 seconds, and... way too. Gonna have a tough game here. They'll throw up the Power Shot. They'll clear up some of the Creep Wave, and... the Ice Charge will go. Wild Axe is thrown through. Wild Axes and Power or Shackle Shot have the same sound effect. That's kind of
Dire's middle tower
another Power Shot. Necro 1, I believe, still going to work.
Structures are fortified.
Shackle Shot latches beautifully on Jay. There's going to be the Focus Fire. Jay will get Cold Embrace, just trying to focus. Good Static Storm onto Jay. Kinetic Field comes through as well. Omni Slash gets canceled in terms of the animation. Monster taking a lot of that damage. They will back away. They have the Ice Blast at the ready. Omni, like I said, still ready to go as well as Primal Roll. They'll take down the Tier 1 tower, and this allows for MJW to get some more farm down in that bottom lane, up to 1,800 gold now. Showstopper. MJW's nearby. They can maybe set up a gank here. They could kill him. Yeah, they would have to Walrus Punch, though. Unless they could hit a nice Shackle Shot. Speaking of Shackle Shots, what it's way too just bought. Yeah, that's the Blink Dagger that I was talking about. That's the exact item that you're going to go for on that hero. Way too will grab that. So he's got some extra mobility to work with now, and to get out of a bad gank situation, it's definitely viable. They're going to pick up another Glimmer Cape here, interestingly enough. Or this is just a casual cloak for the Disruptor, which I'm down for. That's fine by me. BKB, the next choice for Jay on the Queen of Pain, and any of their other items coming out. Yasha has been picked up for Showstopper, as my assisted camera toggles over to him. There's the second level of the Necronomicon. When will we see the first Roche is the real question. Because I'm ready for that shit. Let's go. I want to see that Roche. I want to see a Roche fight. I want to see another big fight. There's been a lot of good fights. It took a little while, but this game suddenly broke out to something crazy. Illusion chasing after Shing. Doesn't want to get caught. Shing, famous for his alchastry. And small little panda friends, I guess. That's a joke that only a few people get. $2,400 gold. Is MJW going to go ahead and pick up the Radiance next? He's actually got enough time to grab it. Radiance amplifies how effective your haunt is by a mile. The damage that you do, how quickly you take some of these squishier heroes down, unbelievable. And the mischance, too, is pretty nice to have, although it's not that great against Jug in most instances. You know, Omni Slash and everything, but... Mario will lead the late. So they actually have two Glimmer Capes picked up. They have a mech as well, Guardian Greaves. Snaking has the money for it. I'll pick him up probably right now. There it is. Guardian Greaves, the next item for him. They could definitely fight with that item. Give a TP scroll to Mario himself. And 2,900 gold. He's only 1,000 away from the relic. And they're giving him plenty of room to fight. And finally, they say, okay, listen, we know that the Spectre's farming. We're not going to deal with him now. Let's just push bottom tier 1 tower. Let's actually get a tower out of this. Power shot will come through. The glyph comes out as well. I don't know if they're ready to fight. Ice shards will come through. Snaking looking to maybe go in with a snowball, but I don't believe the Juggernaut is the target. And the Necro Book 2, I believe, is doing a lot of work, and they will take the tower down.
Radiant's middle tower
It is still Necro 2. But they'll defend Necro 2 tower in this bottom lane. Not willing to give it up just yet. And again, this does give a lot of room for MJW. So he's just at 2.9. Now he's at 3.3. He's getting ever so close to that Radiance. The Guardian Greaves now flying out as well. I can guarantee you they're going to wait for this Radiance to come out before they actually do anything. But he's not feeling safe now. They have no wards in this area. They're going to wait until they have some maybe extra vision or a couple of heroes behind him before he starts farming back up again. He'll stay closer rather than further away. So all the tier 1 towers gone except for this top tier 1. And again, the off-lane tier 1 tower is not that important. Smoke of Deceit coming out from Team Pickachu. They'll look for somebody in the mid lane. Blink forward. Up to the high ground. MJW is their target, and it's a good one at that. He's 20 gold away, 30 gold away from his relic. Send the courier over there to deal with it, and we'll just try to farm.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Another smoke on the other side. Way2 coming out with his own. Actually picks up an Invis rune. I think there might be a smoke on the Disruptor. No. Smoke does not found anything important. Here we go. The push bottom comes in while the push mid from the other side. And pretty good item to build. Manta, not bad in this particular instance.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But the bottom tier 2 tower getting
Radiant's bottom tower
hit up by
is
the focus fire of the Wind Ranger, doing some decent damage right now. The pincer move coming in. Smoke coming out as well. The smoke to get away. I don't know if they smoke behind him. Glimmer Cape TP from Asia. Witcher's Chris will come out. Oh no, they're going to try to turn this. Way2 in trouble. Haunt comes through. Do they have Radiant Snow? Decay comes out. Silence is done for Way2. He's going to try to TP away. And they will get the kill on Dig Dig, who just gets haunted on top. MJW says, listen, I'll take that free kill. You want to do what an Ancient Apparition does and just try to free farm and then split push elsewhere. It's not going to happen, but Asia in trouble on the other side. Glimmer Cape will not do nearly enough. They threw the sentry down. The Scream of Pain plus the right click was more than enough to bring that Undying down to the deck.
Dire's
Power
bottom
shot
tower
goes
is
through.
under attack.
Ice shards comes out as
Dire's
well.
structures are fortified.
Shackle does latch nicely onto Showstopper. Not level 6. Snaking blinks in. Gets orchided up. He's got the Greaves at the ready if he needs them. Great Static Storm. Isn't enough. Showstopper. Sonic Wave on Snaking. They will bring down the Juggernaut. MJW comes in. Shackle Shot does not latch. Jay will be able to blink away, but he's thinking about turning here for a moment. Has his BKB fully completed. He says, listen, I'll fight on another time at another place with this BKB, but not until then. The Radiance is now done as MJW gets involved in that fight. And now he's starting to get big. This is where he's going to be able to farm effectively, maybe get some Manta style next or a Diffusal. Maybe even think about Heart early on in this game, but I don't think that'll be the case. But still, they get that kill up onto the Juggernaut. That's a huge pickup, although Snake King did go down at the end. Not that big of a deal. The Orkin leveling still up, so the BKB is now at the ready, and so the Static Storm is not going to be nearly as effective as it was before, at least not on the Queen of Pain. 2.9k gold for Way2. He's got to decide what his next item is. Is it going to be the Chrysalis? There's a good chance that it will be. Shackle Shot, he's just going to Focus Fire down Roche. Level 2 Focus Fire, so there is some damage reduction. Throw down the Tombstone on top of it. Have MJW come by as well to help out. Maybe in a moment here, he'll clear out the creep wave in the mid lane first. Here comes Mario as well. There's no vision here for the Radiant squad. They're going to send over a Hawk, I believe? No, not yet. There it is. Asia will find it out. Soul Rips real quick. Ice Blast is going to come in. And it's going to hit on a 3. They have to decide whether or not they want to fight this. Blink is not there. They don't have the Queen of Pain yet. There's the Glimmer Cape coming. Snowball comes through as well. Static Storm. Monster will get caught. No awareness curse available. They need to hit that Walrus punch, but they're not going for it. Instead, they'll wait for it. Jay now pops the BKB. Omni slash going. MJW in trouble. He'll fall, but Shing is low already. Walrus punch still ready. Finally goes down. Power shot. Execution style. Jay looking for something. No Sonic Wave. He's got the screen ball. Blink away. They have the glimpse back if they want it. I believe they will bring it back now. Pink Panda looking for some extra damage with the focus fire. They'll find it. They take down 3. And the shackle doesn't connect. Almost. The angle just wasn't quite there. And Dig not being a part of the fight because he's an ancient apparition. He just throws his Ice Blast across the map. This will lead to a free Roche. They lose MJW, but they will give way to the Aegis. As he picks up his next item, Snakey needs to be careful. He blinks out just in time.
Radiant's bottom tower.
What a play coming out from the side of Power of Friendship. Wow, this is really not loud at all. Something happened?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I wish I could actually hear myself. In this instance, just so that my mic is good. Either way, 30 minutes into the game, 3,000 net worth advantage now continues on downward as we see Power of Friendship winning. 7,500 experience advantage after that last engagement as well. MJW has been beat up this game. 16 assists, but he's died 5 times. Meanwhile, getting all the glory is Waitsu, who does pick up the BKB. I'm surprised by that choice. But clearly, he doesn't really see Winter's Curse or Roar as a threat at this point in time. They've got some really good static storms on the Winter Wyvern, who's been just a bit out of position. Monster's been going in a bit too far. By the way, Monster not to be confused with the Monster on Team YP, who is also in the quarterfinals. And while we have a second, I do want to look at who's doing what and who's won what games in these quarterfinals. Looks like all the games are still sitting at 0-0, or they might not just have been updated yet. Who freaking knows, because I don't. Aghanim Scepter for the Undying coming out next. That is a pretty great item. Let me just punch you with my giant zombie fists, and we'll see how you like that. Won't infect you. MJW sitting top saying, I don't think I want to walk out right now. It's not something I want to do. The rest will push bottom tier 2.
I'll take that as tribute.
BKB for Tusk. That's the next item. He's got his level 3 Walrus Punch, and being able to survive these fights might actually be useful for him. Power Shot will clean up most of the creep wave. Undying will TP back mid as the other tier 2 push comes in from the side of Team Pikachu.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle
Glimmer
tower
Cape comes
is
in
under
from
attack.
Asia. No sentries on the deck. Snakey jumps in. There's going to be the snowball coming through. They force up the Blade Fury. Snakey backs away. Shackle Shot hits beautifully. Now here's the Haunt coming in. Dig in trouble. Some damage already going through. Reality's away. BKB nicely done, but Jay has the BKB. Pink Panda pops the BKB, but gets Winter's Curse as well. Everybody in just the right amount of range for Jay. Getting right click down. No blink available. The double kill comes out for MJW, who gets haunted. There's the glimpse. They'll find Jay and the Shackle Shot. 4 dead. And Power of Friendship will win yet another fight. And it looks like this is going to lead the way for them to take the tier 2 tower and maybe even begin to think about pushing into the tier 3 and maybe getting the racks. Winter Blast to try to do what he can, but might actually get caught out here, and he will. Ice Shards, he walks up a bit too far. Walrus Punch goes. He has the Cold Embrace, but can't get it off. His way to, again, Executioner style. Decides to shoot him in the back of the head with Power Shot and give him a couple of arrows for good measure. Ice Blast will come out and try to stop this push, and it does a nice job actually heading up on most of it. All of the heroes. Buyback coming in from the Wyvern. Winter's Curse still not available for 42 seconds. And Pig Panda will continue to go to work. Winter Blast goes through trying to take the creep wave, and they'll get the tier 3 tower. He still has the Aegis. He shouldn't be that afraid. They can keep him here. He's going to put some extra damage to the range racks. And Dig with no Ice Blast, no Winter's Curse, and they even give him the Glimmer Cape as well as the free range racks at this point. Everyone back alive. He'll try to run away. Ice Shards to cover the retreat and does so nicely. Splinter Blast will keep the ranged creeps, or rather the creeps just in general, corralled into their base. But range racks has been taken down. Not the biggest, achievement here for Power of Friendship, but still. Kind of cluing you into how much of a lead they have at this point, which is about 12,000 in net worth and 15 to 20,000 experience. So the items are starting to come out hot and heavy for Power of Friendship. Manta Style is just about done coming up from JW. He's sitting a couple hundred gold away. There's the BKB picked up for the Tusk. And at this point, it's going to be a bit tougher for Team Pikachu to come back. And it looks like this game 1 is, I wouldn't say impossible, but I don't think they have the tools to be able to fight these items coming out from Power of Friendship. In fact, the Aghanim Scepter is almost done as well. About 600 gold, 550 coming out for Asia. Disruptor still working on getting his own axe, by the way, which is not far away from. There's going to be a smoking to see. Winter's Curse comes out. The Haunt comes through. They get the roar up as well. Sonic Wave off on cooldown for another 3 seconds here. Meanwhile, MJW going to work. Snowball comes in. BKB's pop snaking. Static Storm on the deck. Shing. Double kill for MJW. They chase the J down. His blink is up in 3 seconds, but he gets shackled up instead. BKB was down, and they find 4. And that's probably got to be it. Aegis gets reclaimed at that exact moment, and Showstopper will try to push up into that tier 2 tower top lane, but this will lead to a set of racks more than likely for the team of Power of Friendship, and maybe even 2.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
And Showstopper just foot pushing and doing what he can at this point. Maelstrom is going to be the choice, realizing that, hey, we're going to have to deal with Megas at some point in time here in the near future, or maybe even just 2 sets of super creeps.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Axe has been picked up for the Undying.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Now the decay of 10.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
Strength steal is pretty fantastic. Snaking, Snowball, Showstopper. They'll pop the Manta, but he actually doesn't avoid the stun. There's going to be the Frozen Shield slowing him down. They continue to chase if they want. Blink is up in 3 seconds with the Walrus Punch. They're going to glimpse him back first. And they'll continue. Now there's going to be the TP. Will not make it out as the Walrus Punch comes in. The Kinetic Field will not keep him in place. Omni Slash will go. Guardian Greaves. The Glimmer Cape keeps him alive. Snaking actually going toe-to-toe. There's going to be the Snowball. Showstopper doing a lot of damage here. Stuns up. Walrus Punch not available. Great Static Storm Kinetic Field. They can turn this around. Ice Shards will come through. There's the second Walrus Punch from Snaking. They'll get the job done.
Top tower is under attack.
That took a lot of their health, but they get it done in the end there. MJW now has his Manta completed as well. And there's the axe picked up for the Disruptor after that engagement. Maybe you wait for the next Roche. Or they're just going to haunt in. Dig might be getting caught out. Shing could be the hero they're looking for. Spectral Dagger goes. I think they're just trying to push them back into the base. Casual haunt just to get some vision and try to figure out exactly where they are. Chrysalis will be the next item for the way too sexy Wind Ranger. And that's going to be that. And Jetty will pick up 3,000 gold. On top of his Manta style, maybe sell your Aquila and buy... Yeah, I was going to say. Sell your wand, buy your Reaver. One of those 2 things. Aquila or wand works probably better. And just get some extra damage from your wand or your Aquila, so... Haunt is not available, though, for another 80 seconds. They're going to have to wait if they want to push into the set of racks. The Daedalus is now picked up, and the damage they have is astronomical. Team Pikachu are going to be fighting into their certain doom, unless they can somehow get a miraculous fight with a maybe 5-man Sonic Wave, 5-man Winter's Curse. I mean, that's what they're looking for. Sentry not on the deck. Decay comes out. There's going to be the Tombstone and Showstopper. And it's going to get healed up. Static Storm's not going to go, not yet anyway. The Blade Fury will come out. It was great kinetic field. He could have thought about throwing it down, but the Blade Fury did get out in time. And that's down for 12 seconds. Bottom rack still getting chewed up. Meanwhile, top tier 2 tower, MJW is going to work there, and they're going to just try to split push this to death.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Chilling touch place at the ground. Asia trying to get into the high ground now. Gets the Glimmer Cape up. The Roars, they got to dust him up. They have the roar. They're ready. They're going to use it. There's going to be the Static Storm, but Showstopper gets his Blade Fury off. They kill the Undying rather quickly, but look how fast he died. The crit coming out for the Wind Ranger. The jug gets blown up. Now Snaky jumps in. There's the Walrus Punch. The glimpse back in. Monster in trouble. Cold Embrace is at the ready, and he's going to need it. Gets the Winter's Curse off. Ice Blast coming. Will hit on a 2. No, just the 1. MJW now into the fray. He's got Haunt in 10 seconds, but look at the damage he does. His Manta style being used, another Walrus Punch to make a kill streak, and that is it. Game number 1 will go the way of Power of Friendship. Team Pikachu held on with all their might, but they just couldn't do it. 38 minutes into the game, and our first game goes to that of Power of Friendship. All right, fam, that's going to be it for game number 1. We'll check back in when we get into game number 2. The lobby should be up shortly. Really well played coming out from everybody on the side of Power of Friendship. MJW getting shut down early, but it did not keep him down. 549 GPM at the end of the game after farming up getting his Radiance. And no deaths for this Disruptor. What an excellent performance. Some good glimpses in Static Storms. We'll be back with game number 2. My name is Mont. You can follow me at MontDota on Twitter. Make sure you check out at MoonDuck TV as well. And make sure you follow this channel, as we'll have a lot more content coming to you guys soon in the near future. Stick around, guys. We'll be right back.
You've seen your last sunrise.